There are boundaries that you should cross and other ones that you should not.
There are boundaries that are good, so
You can't see them, but they're there. Emotional boundaries.
you can lose sight of what boundaries you should cross, what boundaries you should respect, and more importantly, why we have these boundaries.
Physical boundaries that you should have.
Sometimes they're stupid. I mean, the fence that blocks nothing, or a fence that's blocking just another piece of the same wood. Other times they're very useful, like, walking off cliffs. Those fences I really like.
Usually alto, but if there's a second soprano part, then I'll do second soprano. Sometimes I am a soprano, other times I'm a tenor.
I'd say the most challenging aspect about a group like this is when you're starting a show from scratch, there's not really any sort of beaten path to follow. It's all new stuff that no one's ever done in that exact way before. So it's kind of hard to look at what other people have done and apply that, just because it'll be different every single time.
We're able to have nice messages rolled in with fantastic, hilarious scripts.
Sometimes there's unintentional comedy.
I like watching the whole show come together and how close the group gets by the end of the show. I think it's really cool to start with people that I barely know, and then by the end of show season having a family, and I just love performing with people, so I think that's really cool.
I don't know, I think about it a lot. My favorite skit?
Mr. Blue Sky? I'd say nobody, because that's something that happened a while back with football. One of the guys on the team had told me you're not cut out for it, and you just should give up and all this stuff, and I didn't listen to him. I was like, I started to listen to him, and I was like, wait, no, I can't be listening to this. So I just kept playing, and then I ended up starting on that team.
I wrote the Temper skit with the help of Lior, and I am attempting to write a Don't You Worry About a Thing skit.
My favorite skit is the Temper skit because it's so fantastically creepy, and it has a very good message. I mean,
it's supposed to be like a dual lesson, and it's supposed to, kids need to keep their temper in check, but also parents do too. And I feel like whenever I have seen a lot of child media because I have a little sister, and so sometimes it's just oh yes, kids are angry, but parents aren't. And it's no, parents are angry. Adults do get angry. So I really like that it's just if everybody kept their temper in check, everything would be better. You wouldn't be, dragged to a closet full of sentient toys.
I think the skits are one of the best. What dog?
I mean, I really like the waiting skit. I think it's really funny.
Waiting, I don't really have a reason why. I just think it's a really fun skit to perform.
The waiting skit, because it also leads into my favorite song, and it gives me a lot of opportunity for creative improvisation behind the scenes.
Waiting. I really like getting to wear sweatpants and a hoodie. I'm just good at being a child. I like the cliff skit.
My favorite place to perform would probably be Seminole Theater because you get the best feel of what it would be like to act professionally.
why should people come see the show?
It's really in-depth.
Fun characters.
It's really cool.
They should come see the show because it's awesome.
It's amazing.
It's gonna be amazing.
Good show, and it's also fun, so everyone can see it, so what's not to like?
It's amazing.
Great choreography.
It's exploring something a little bit more serious.
That's cool.
I just think it's gonna be really fun.
That even little kids will be able to understand.
It's great. It has people that you like because you like me.
To you outstage, you can think what you want, but I think it's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna if I were down there watching, I would be so happy. I just think it's gonna be such a fun thing to watch.
They should come see the show because it's a fantastic hour-long musical extravaganza.
Because we put a lot of time and effort into it, and I think there's messages there for everyone.
I want people to walk away from the show feeling happy and relaxed.
Not being traumatized by temper.
Come because it's a good time. And kids like it. I loved it when I first saw it as a kid.
Less money than you came with. We do accept donations.
Learn lessons, see people, be funny in a witty way, and also just make fools of themselves. You can bring your little ones, but it could also be like a date night show. And I think that there's lessons to be learned, and there's also a lot of good times to be had. And if people around you are talking about something and you're not a part of it, you'll feel sad and left out. Don't be left out.